Hi guys, I'm Rachel. I'm the newest member of the GB Posters Vloggers team. Today I'm going to be reviewing the video game Beyond Two Souls. Back in 2010, video game developers Quantic Dream made a huge impact with their interactive thriller Heavy Rain, which went on to win multiple awards, including the 2010 Game of the Year award. When Quantic Dream announced that they would be releasing a new game this year called Beyond Two Souls, I was so happy. Heavy Rain is one of my all-time favourite games, and I've lost count of how many times I've played it. So it's safe to say I had pretty high expectations for Beyond, and personally I don't think it disappointed. The game follows Jodie Holmes, who since birth has been attached to a ghost-like entity called Aiden. From a young age, Jodie was monitored by the DPA, the Department of Paranormal Activity, and was raised by Dr. Nathan Dawkins and his research assistant Cole Freeman. Through Aiden, Jodie has a link to the infraworld, which is essentially a parallel dimension where all the ghosts and ghoulies live, and that's where your soul goes when you die. Lovely. You play as Jodie for over 15 years of her life, from when she's a young, scared little girl being tested on in a research lab, throughout her stroppy teenage years where she just wants her freedom and the ability to be normal, to when she joins the CIA and the traumatic events that follow. However, the narrative doesn't follow such a linear structure, and you're constantly jumping between various points in Jodie's life. I don't think providing us with a non-linear narrative was a good idea. On one hand, it did help to add to the mystery of the game. You never knew what was going to happen next. You never knew which part of Jodie's life you'd be brought into next. But I did feel it made the story very detached. The story didn't flow as well as it should have done, and I feel that they could have achieved that with a straight up linear narrative. You would have followed Jodie from when she's a young girl straight through into when she's an adult, rather than jumping between points. Throughout the game you get to play as both Jodie and Aiden. When you're controlling Jodie, the way that you interact with the environment around you changes as you age throughout the game. For example, when you're playing as young Jodie of aged about 7 or 8, you can watch the TV, play with your toys, and talk to other characters the way that a 7-year-old girl would. One of the highlights of the game for me though was being able to control Aiden. You're able to manipulate things around you, so you can throw various objects across the room and it will be unseen because Aiden's a ghost and he is invisible. You can take control of other people and make them do things that they have no will over. You can also kill people by essentially choking them to death. It's quite spooky in places. Jodie can also issue commands to Aiden, so essentially she will control him, but he also does have a bit of a mind of his own, so in certain situations he will choose to do things that maybe Jodie isn't very happy about. The game uses motion capture technology, so they have live actors on a soundstage portraying the characters, and the actors are covered in tiny little dots across their bodies and faces that pick up the slightest movements and facial expression. Unlike in Heavy Rain, Quantic Dream chose 2 high-profile actors for the lead roles. Ellen Page plays Jodie Holmes, and Willem Dafoe plays Dr. Nathan Dawkins. If you're a fan of either of their work, I would highly recommend buying this game just to play it for their acting. It is absolutely outstanding. It is like watching a movie that you are making the decisions for, and essentially that is the thing that makes the game what it is. You choose the actions for Jodie throughout the game, and Ellen Page's performance portrays those actions, and she's just fantastic, and I honestly can't find any fault with her acting within this game. Overall, I really enjoyed Beyond Two Souls. Despite achieving mixed reviews, I loved it and I would recommend it. I really hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.